different style, a completely different meta that you're playing in. But right now, it looks like we are going with the old reliable. The main comes out. Roy versus Palutena, and I think this makes sense because obviously Roy playing more of a brawler-esque sword Z. You've got to get right up in Palutena's face. She's got great airspeed, and she's got some iframes on those moves. So you need to make sure that your air acceleration gets you where you need to go here.
Absolutely can. That nice little bread and butter. Keep us both of them have just gone for their like very standard. Okay, we might as well have just started the game. They both just hit their standard combos, and then it's like, right, there's the tax.
Exactly, it's the ping pong combos. You definitely have one side to the stage, the other, and then in reverse, we're finding that this edge guard is looking a little bit tougher. Some of these Roy recoveries, they might be a little bit harder to connect and get back if Palutena is doing the right things here on the edge.
Yeah, this is really what's going to be the main game plan, is the edge. See, theoretically, like, this Roy really should struggle if Poggynova can keep those edge guards, keep those ledge traps, I should say, a lot more consistent. Means that, you know, that recovery is not so great. They can just kind of keep them there forever. Eventually, you're going to lose a jump. Eventually, you're just going to drift a bit too far, and you'll find the kill consistently. But my goodness, that takes a lot of control just to keep it floating, as the roles have been reversed there now.
Certainly. I mean, Poggynova did the right thing by going for a tomahawk grab into back throw, but then seeded stage control, went a little bit too far off stage, and instantly Flo regained his footing and made it not worth it after all. So we're going to get a little extra credit. You got to respect the close range Roy up B. Going to get a lot of damage off of it.
Definitely do. Just keeping Poggynova in disadvantage right there. 155. One more of those bucklers will send him all the way. But alas, Poggynova, she just can't find it just yet, as trying to fish for a kill option. Flo more than happy to react, though.
All right, and starting to perhaps stale the dash attack a little bit. Another stock lost. Now this is Roy with full rage. You cannot let him run rampant like this. Got to answer the call, and right now 40, 45. This is going to hurt. We're still looking for that, but it is stale to hell.
My goodness, that is a rusty shield right there. It's finally the back air going to take it out, and Poggynova really got to collect themselves if they want even a chance. But that's the beautiful thing about Roy there, Nub. They refuse to let you breathe.
Exactly. Incredibly smothering play style, and we're already seeing it, but we're forcing an air dodge. Goes a little bit too far beyond the ledge, but that's okay. It actually kind of breaks Poggynova's plan for the ledge trap. We're unable to get anything. A nice high up B to actually beat back any attempt at stopping the recovery.
Certainly is. We're sent off stage once more if Poggynova can find it, but just clipped by that up B, as, ooh, good DI means they can't actually follow up right there, just keeping it slow. What I like about Poggynova is she's not losing control. She's not going for like weird spikes or drifting in, trying to find a punish, and it means that Flo just has to work a little bit harder to get it. As the neutral tech, the spot dodge is caught. And my goodness, that was disgusting.
The movement is coming in hot, and right now Flo is showing that those B reverses, as well as just the general movement tools of Roy, are so clean against someone who, like Poggynova in this situation, is kind of feeling more on the back foot, feeling defensive, feeling scared of these options. Flo is starting to put that fear in her, and she's got to find her footing soon.
Yep. I would not say it's impossible at all. The thing about this matchup that I find quite interesting is it goes very deep in terms of what these players are used to. The Northern England is actually just a real hub for swordies, so to speak, but Flo. So let's break it down a little bit. Let me bring it back. So matchup-wise, I mean, this seems pretty even. If not, I'd even be slightly, tiny bit Palutena favored. But the problem we have here is that Flo, from that French scene, has so much incredible Palutena experience playing against Rafflo. Or is that not Rafflo? Whatever. Playing against, yeah, you know what I mean. Playing against very high-level Palutenas in that French scene. Meanwhile, it just seems to be really showing, because honestly, a lot of these ledge trap scenarios that really should be checkmates, Flo just decides to flip the board.
That makes sense. And we're taking to Battlefield. I think more vertical combos are going to be all the more necessary here for Palutena. Not to say that Roy can't find himself in those juggle situations as well, but Palutena, we know that it's not just the nair, but it's also the up air that could be a very, very dangerous tool to utilize here. But it seems like Flo is starting to feel right at home on this stage as well.
Yeah, feeling very, very confident, especially just laddering these platforms. Good stuff as the buckler comes out, trying to stifle. Just a little bit of an approach. Oh, good bait and punish coming out from Poggynova right there.
All right, gonna not DI out just enough to avoid the B&Bs. We are gonna get the down throw to Bear. There's plenty more in the tank, and Poggynova, now that she's starting to find that this game is a lot closer at the beginning, she's still got to stay alive here, but it's definitely a doable situation.
Yeah, this is much, much more healthy than that first game, but all it takes is a cut, and my goodness, Flo will blow over the wound.
Sure, and I will say it's a very feast or famine sort of situation here in this matchup. You're going to have insane advantage states. We're already looking for a little bit of movement, but Flo, I love the reaction. Instantly recognizes that he's in danger and disengages. Yep,
excellent option coverage there as well, going for the down smash, just making sure as long as he can keep Poggynova in disadvantage, he can always find a way, and you know what, it's just been blown open. We're going to find something soon as down throw comes out. Good job not DIing in there, fella. That's the kind of experience that we need.
Exactly, fool me once, shame on me. Can't get fooled again. We're still trying to figure out how to, find that clean edge guard. I love the down air option. Still a little bit risky. We are going to get caught here. And those iframes, you got to respect the options. You've got to find the punish afterwards. Make it dangerous, but don't actually get caught by that, please.
Please, I'm begging you. As the air dodge down, got to respect it. Another thing about Flo, and a lot of the French players in general, they SD a lot, but they don't lose. It's a fact. Tell me it's not a fact. They SD a lot, but they still win. I think it's just that, primal just instinct, that willingness to just go.
That's true, and sometimes, with an extreme fast faller like Roy, you're going to be able to find that. That's absurd percents that we're getting in that, and very little rage on Flo's side, so Poggynova, I'm not sure if it was a DI thing, but she cannot let the stock be lost that early. This is drastic difference.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. A nice little clean combo coming out from Flo there to just start the hurt train as the washing machine coming out. Not quite enough just yet. Going to see if we can get a guard right here. Can't quite. Oh, great fast fall from Flo to avoid that.
Again, it's this movement tools, right? Like the B reverses, the momentum cancels that have been absolutely stellar here. Now we're getting the delay as well to make sure you stay within the sweet spot range. Beautiful stuff on the edge guard with the Blazer. Now, can we get another one? No, we cannot, but it's still a matter of time. You expedite that get up option. And
that teleport,
the wrong way.
It might be annoying to track, but it's pretty easy to two-frame.
Oh! Whoa! Wow, and all of a sudden a trade turns into so much more. Double up air afterwards, and it's the flying up into the sky to challenge the aerial Palutena in this situation. I mean, Roy can actually make that difference up.
It's very, very tough if you're in the shoes of Poggynova to try and find a clear weakness here. You want to get this guy off stage. You want to read his options, but when his movement's so clean that it's just so multifaceted, he has so many options to choose from, it just becomes impossible to cover them all. You've got to mark so much now.
And I mean, I will say, I think in a lot of the situations against Roy, Palutenas really want to use dash attack, use back air as much as possible because they need sort of protection from those trades, right? If you actually space it correctly, sure, they can try to swing at you and fight the ghost all they want, but you hit them with that shield and you don't do anything. You just let the game play itself out. But we just need to see the right spacing. Right now, we're getting an escape option. We do find ourselves on the top platform, but that's not necessarily when you want to be.
Yeah, it certainly isn't. The thing when you're stuck on that, oh my goodness gracious me. Oh.
The Jers coming out.
Yep, it's tough, man. It's very, very tough. You can see even Poggynova trying to retreat to the top platform, but the problem is it flows underneath there. If he fast falls so easily, all he has to do is go up air. If he hits his shield, it's fine. He goes back down unpunished, or he gets a massive reward off of it. It's just so simple on the side of Flo.
Ooh, and then this actually leads to a cross-up, the get-up attack. Really, really nice awareness from Poggynova. A game sense recognition that was going to happen and being ready with a back throw. A key option here. Still, it is a little early. We won't find the stock off of it. And now Flo definitely swinging, but a quick spot dodge. You actually find yourself in more danger than you expect.
It's the stuff, good movement, using those side Bs just to delay a little bit, but Poggynova evening it up. It's not impossible, but she is a little battered and bruised.
Still have to make it up. Gonna get more damage here. This should be a solid combo. We're already getting caught. I love the reverse snare. We just can't find the momentum swing as well to follow up. But we're still not over
what
yet.
A string.
What did I say? We can bring it back just like that.
Oh, the spot dodge is going to get called. Unfortunately, the jab doesn't connect. My goodness, there's the punish. It's going to be a spike into the ground.
Playing Roy a little bit like Ken, getting a couple resets and being like, okay, now you're in the mix.
Let me back in, let me back in. As the side beat coming out, not quite as strong this time around, but boy, is it scary as the jabs are coming in. Good grab. What a connection.
Okay, still waiting for the 2 frames. And then, yep, hanging out for too long. You got high percent, so your Legend vulnerability is lackluster at this point. Looking for a clutch down smash, but that could catch roll in, but definitely not expected. Poggynova not going to let that slide.
The crowd's making a little bit of noise now. They're starting to come alive, but it might be too little too late. Nevertheless, Poggynova more than happy to carry on as we're completely even. Poggynova's horse in this race.
Still got to be careful here. Again, those lacks of attack is going to be dangerous. We are going for a high recovery. Can we get something here? Wait,
backed off.
She backed off. That's the blood in the water situation we were talking about earlier. You've got to swing.
Just trying to vie for consistency, but sometimes the dog's in you got to let it out as the perfect parry comes out. A good turnaround, but unfortunately the tilt's not going to connect. That one is, however, thank goodness they fell off that platform. Otherwise, that may have been death. As jab's coming outside B, going to catch. Poggynova needs to get off this ledge, and they need to do it soon. They thought the grab was coming, but great platform movement coming out from Poggynova. Just can't push it all the way. Reverse side B.
Poggynova trying to put a muzzle on the dog, trying to figure out, can you get the leash?
This could be it.
All right.
Good Trump!
That's still not over. We still got one more chance.
Oh, the counter.
Counter, a little bit too greedy. Oh, wait. Okay,
almost.
It's a regrab, so it almost was punished. But Flo, recognizing that that was a dangerous situation to be in, instantly gets off. Doesn't want to get too close. It's fine with your back against the wall, but how long can you do this? It's an up throw, no DI
that
check.
could be crucial. They wanted to mix up the DI, but now Flo's back on stage, and now Flo's in the driver's seat. Reversal coming out. There's the up special. Can we get a roll in? That's it. There's no grab, but suddenly Flo pushes them forward, tries to get a tech option, goes the wrong way. Once again, we are off, and Poggynova has one more chance to make it back. An immaculate tech comes through, Nerf, but my goodness, Flo just trying to find something as the dash comes through and sends him sky high.
Oh my God, talking about a DI check, that actually led to more than you bargained for. Flo got a little bit too greedy and got in way too dangerously. Unfortunately, it's another one of those dash attacks. It's the iframes that are coming in. You just got to go for the old reliable stuff. Like, you cannot rely on anything except those iframes at the end of the day. There are your safety net.
The classics are classics for a reason then, Nerf.
Exactly. Classic never dies. Never gets old.
And that was tough. You're exactly right. That's exactly how I described that set. Flo just getting a bit too greedy, really just... And sometimes, you know, you get lost in the sauce. So that's fine. But so many times did Flo run off stage, which, yeah, you know, you could get a very cool, a very sweet, very cool option. You get very, you know, you can get your Twitch clip, so to speak. But just allowing Poggynova to make it back onto stage to regain control and consistency, that was ultimately his downfall.
Yes, and now we go to game 4, bringing it to FD, a very different stage. This is Flo's counter pick, and obviously if you can smother Palutena in this stage beyond all others, you definitely find yourself with great advantage states, even greater than the ones we had already seen.
Yeah, we did see some of Poggynova. Oh my goodness.
Hello? Okay.
Bossman, 3 wings, please, as... Trying to get back on. That buckler not going to connect, actually, as Flo just keeping Poggynova in the air. So hard to recover. Eventually, the teleport going to come down, but that kills.
Yeah, and I love the movement. Again, Flo finding himself in that sweet spot range with the beautiful momentum shifting. You always have to be careful. Jumping off of ledge, going to find yourself stepping into the light.
Yeah, got to watch out there. Oh, tried to go for a ledge shot, but just the timing was so slightly off.
Exactly, and that's a very, very precise option. If you just are slightly off, it just doesn't execute properly. Get a nice spot dodge, turns around with the grab. We are still a little bit far away from the back throw here towards center stage. And we see anything else from Flo. He's still looking for great aerial situation. Falling up there.
Slightly too far out of that jab, and that'll be it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't really do too much as Poggynova there. Maybe the American air dodge might be the one. That might be the one time it works.
Exactly. Hey, it's there for a reason. All right, as we are going to make it back. There's the teleport. Can we get a spike? Not quite enough.
Okay. And the mix-up to not just immediately go to ledge and just kind of drift in. There's good stuff from Poggynova. And again, noting you have the ability to trade and win these trades right now, but still it's last stock against 2 and a very healthy 2 stock.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dire there, my friend, as Poggynova got to do all she can. But there's the up smash. What a finisher as Flo takes it 3-1.
Beautiful finish. I mean, it felt like Poggynova kind of got caught up in the all of the things that Flo wanted. It felt like the stocks just melted away. And I think that I will chalk that up to FD. Obviously, Palutena not able to get very strong advantage states because you don't have the platforms to reset your jumps from the aerial combos. You can't just nair, reset jump, nair again. But you can, at the very least, try to do the right thing just a little bit closer to the ground. We just found that she wasn't able to get